a famous author. Well, great, everyone does. Question, are you willing to do the work? I don't mean the hard work that you have to do to actually write the book. That's different. If you're a writer, yeah, you gotta write for it. You sit at home and write. How about learning the craft? The actual things that allow you to achieve your dream. When I look out there at any room of entrepreneurs, and I can speak to literally any one of them, and in 5 to 10 minutes, probably even less, really 2 minutes, I can tell you where they are in life. Succeeding, failing, and where they're struggling. It's so obvious to me that why some people are able to get to that next level where making money is easy. Can I tell you something? Making lots of money is really, really easy. Making a little bit of money, making a living is really hard. Making tons of money, simple. It's that initial hump you gotta get over. How do you actually find that idea? What is that opportunity that you can then master and then scale? How do you find that opportunity? Once you got it and you get over that hump, the rest is really easy. So the question is, how do you find the right opportunity? And number two, what skill sets do you need to possess to make sure that you can actually take advantage of this opportunity at the highest level? It's like so obvious. Like, okay, great, you want to get rich, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be an online expert, great. Well, what are the skills that you need to possess to do this at the highest level, to really make money? Well, guess what? It's not just being one of the skills for sure is learning how to be an online marketer. And, this company, 𝐒𝐿7, that's what they do. They show people essentially how to make money online. That's a strategy of how you have an online business and make money. And obviously, unless you're blind, deaf, and dumb at this point, you have to understand that having the ability to make money from home right now is like the most important thing in the world, right? Because this ain't going to be the last coronavirus that stops us from being able to interact with one another. Whether you believe it was the biggest sham or not, doesn't matter. The point is the world is the way the world is right now. And this is not going to be the last time that people are forced to stay home. You're going to find a paradigm shift as a result of this, where you can see more and more people working from home, more people accepting that they're going to buy things from home. There's a whole generation between 40 and 70 years old that up until this coronavirus scare, they were not really buying many things online. The younger kids, they were indoctrinated. People a bit older, they did something, but they weren't really using it for all it could be. Well, guess what? They've been forced now to learn and adopt a new behavior. That creates a massive opportunity for someone that wants to be in the home-based business world. It's an incredible opportunity. The problem is that world requires certain very distinct skill sets. And one of them is the ability to close the deal, to influence and persuade at a distance. That's the thing that 𝐒𝐿7 teaches you. They have a great program, right? And it works. People can use it and people can make a lot of money. But at the end of the day, they came to me, they wanted to find more people they wanted me to help them recruit people. And they say, well, what type of people do you want? People who can close, people who can sell. That's because the rest is easy. What they teach is a very step-by-step program. Fair enough. And people make a lot of money there, right? But the common denominator is the ability to influence and persuade. Those are the people who can succeed at what they do. And it's not just that's anyone that's out there online trying to sell services, goods, whatever it might be. If you cannot get your point across to other people, meaning what really is persuasion? What does it mean to sell? Well, selling is not just a salesman selling a car. It's a thought, an idea, a hope, a dream, a vision for the future, a service. And any idea that you're essentially showing someone that your way of thinking is right, meaning that, hey, I'm saying you should be doing this, whatever X, Y, Z, it's signing up for this, boggers. I'm right, it's in your best interest, and any reticence that you have, any reluctance to do this now, you're actually wrong. It's like you want them to sign up now and get started. They're like, oh, I'm not ready yet, I don't know, right? Well, guess what? On some level, there's like an argument there, right? You're saying, do this, I want you to do this, it's in your best interest to do this, and they're like, I don't really know. And on some level, you're at like odds or crossroads. It's like almost an argument, right? On some level, sales is like winning an argument. Seriously. The only problem is that if you argue with someone, you'll never close them. You can't argue with someone. It doesn't work. You cannot influence someone while you're arguing and at odds with them. So while in theory, the ability to close the deal, and just understand what that means. When you're trying to close someone, you're going to find three groups of people. The first group is going to be those that you tell them the idea, and they're like, oh my God, yeah, wow, great, it's perfect. Where do I sign? We call those lay down sales. Those are the automatics, the ones that literally were pre-sold before you even opened up your mouth to try to convince them of anything. They're lay down closes. And the only problem with them is they're few and far between. They're rare. You don't get them, maybe 2-3% depending on what you're selling, and there's some industries that have a bit more, but lay down sales are rather rare. Then you have also the people who say, no, I'm not interested, I don't want what you're selling, not interested, right? And guess what? When you're using the straight line system, those people are equally rare. When you make an actual presentation to someone, they almost never say, no, I'm not interested. Why? Because you've already weeded those people out before you've made your presentation. We don't present to people who don't want what we're selling. See, in other words, I'm really focused on a very, very important takeaway right now, which is that sales, to sell someone as a salesperson, is not about turning no's into yeses. That's not what salespeople do, professional sales. We do not turn the word no into yes. We turn, let me think about it, into yes. Let me call you back into yes. It's a bad time of year into yes. We take all those so-called common objections and we take those people, the ones who are sitting on the fence, so to speak, and we turn them into yeses. That's what professional salespeople do. So while you have very small percentage, yeah, let's do it. Small percentage. No, even smaller. The vast majority of the people that you present with an idea or an opportunity, they say, oh wow, it sounds good, let me think about it. Oh wow, it sounds good, let me call you back. Oh, I gotta speak to my wife, my husband, the milkman, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. It's a bad time of year, it's Christmas time, it's back to school time, it's tax time, it's freaking leap year, right? All the common objections, right? As a professional salesperson, using the straight line system, we take those people and we get them to say yes. That's what a professional salesperson does. Bottom line. So again, what happens is as you're going out there to try to succeed, what you're doing is essentially you're trying to take these people who are sitting on the fence and basically raise up their level of certainty that what you have is the absolute best thing for them, the best thing in the world, the best thing since sliced bread. As a salesperson, what you're doing is as you speak to someone, as you communicate, the things that you say to them are all designed to raise up their level of certainty. So that when they're posed with that question, meaning you say, let's do it, let's get started, you ask for the order, they're so certain that the product you're offering is awesome, is the best thing for them, that any natural reluctance they have to buy, because everyone's got some natural friction to make a decision from reluctance, they're so certain that it overwhelms any reluctance they might have, any friction that exists, and they say, yeah, let's do it. And you open up an account. That's really what's happening when you sell. So, let's get theoretical for a second here.